Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back once again. 22 years, $2 trillion. And just 4 men. No, this isn't about the population or economy of a country. This is about the price America paid for a nation it could never truly own. A place they called the graveyard of empires. Afghanistan. But today, we won't talk about the war. We'll talk about one soldier who saw it all, and whose eyes still haunt those who knew him. His name was Andrew. Andrew was happy, more than ever, because his childhood dream had finally come true. He was now a soldier in the US Army, ready to protect his nation with pride, courage, and heart. His father's words echoed in his head that morning. Son, you don't just wear a uniform, you carry the weight of your nation. So never treat this as a job. It's a responsibility. And if you ever have to raise your weapon, make sure it's not at an innocent soul. Andrew smiled, saluted his father, and left home, not knowing that the path ahead would test his soul more than his strength. Their convoy stopped near a small Afghan village. The mission was simple: search every house for hidden weapons. But before they could begin, gunfire erupted. Bullets flew, sand filled the air, and screams echoed. Their sergeant was hit badly. By the time they returned to base, the air felt heavier, darker. The next morning, a new sergeant arrived. His name was Nick. Unlike the last one, Nick wasn't soft. He was cold, ruthless, the kind of man who believed fear was discipline. He lined everyone up and made his rules clear. 3 things I hate, he said. Number 1, late soldiers. You're out the next day. Number 2, orders are not requests. You follow them no matter what. And number 3, think with your mind, not your heart. Because out here, emotions get men killed. Days passed. The missions continued. They raided villages, checked homes, and detained locals. Men, women, even children. One day, Andrew stopped Nick. Sir, he said quietly, the previous sergeant never treated locals this way. There are kids here, families. Maybe we should just let them go. Nick looked at him and replied coldly, I don't care about feelings. I care about results. Get used to it, soldier. That night, they stormed into a house. A father, his wife, and 2 little children were having dinner. Nick dragged the man out, on nothing but suspicion. They searched his house, found nothing. Still, Nick ordered him beaten and taken to base. The man screamed, crying for mercy in front of his children. Andrew stood there, frozen. His father's words echoed in his ears. Never punish an innocent soul. Days turned into weeks. The team got rougher, meaner, colder. Andrew started noticing things that didn't add up. Weapons that didn't belong to the army. Fake reports. False kills. And every time a terrorist was shot, Nick smiled, because it meant another mission successful. But one day, Andrew saw something that broke him. The grenade found on a dead local man was the same one Nick had secretly handed to another soldier the night before. The entire operation was staged. He realized then they weren't fighting terrorists. They were creating them. Andrew called his father, who worked in logistics. He told him everything. The beatings, the fake encounters, the lies. His father's voice trembled. Son, you must report this to the department. I'll handle the rest. But before they could, word spread that someone had filed a complaint against Sergeant Nick. Tension exploded inside the camp. No one knew who did it. Nick gathered everyone, his eyes cold as ice. Whoever snitched, better pray I never find him. Andrew's heart pounded. He stayed silent. That night, they dragged a soldier named Marcus into the open. They beat him brutally, believing he was the one who complained. Andrew watched, helpless. He wanted to scream the truth, but fear sealed his lips. He called his father again. Dad, don't report anything more. If you do, they'll kill us. Soon, the next mission came. Another raid. Another target. They surrounded a house and dragged a man outside. His wife begged, crying at Nick's feet. Moments later, Nick shot him point blank, then placed a Kalashnikov in his hands, so it looked like another terrorist down. Andrew's stomach turned. He wanted to vomit. He wanted to end it. He went back to his bunk, messaged his father, start the process. I'll gather the evidence. Late that night, he sneaked into Nick's office. Inside, he found a black duffel bag. Opening it, he froze. It was full of illegal weapons, ones never used by the US Army. Suddenly, Nick's voice came from behind him. You want to know the truth, he said calmly. I'm not ashamed of this. I don't just kill men with guns. I kill minds that think like them. Because if they survive, this world will rot." Andrew stared at him. For the first time, he saw not a soldier but a monster. The next morning, they went out again. During a firefight, Nick ordered Andrew to execute an old unarmed man. Andrew refused. Nick tossed a live grenade near the man, forcing Andrew to shoot. The old man collapsed. And with him, a part of Andrew's soul died. That night, Andrew couldn't sleep. He loaded his pistol and placed it under his chin. But before he could pull the trigger, his fellow soldiers burst in. He was arrested along with the entire team. The investigation had begun. The military court found the truth. It was all real. The fake kills, the cover-ups, the lies. Andrew returned to America, broken but honest. He told everything, every brutal detail, because he couldn't live with silence anymore. In 2005, the truth came out. The entire squad was sentenced to 3 years in prison, and Sergeant Nick was sentenced to life. And so, the story of one soldier became the story of many. The story of a man who chose truth over silence and humanity over orders. Because sometimes the bravest battle isn't the one fought on the battlefield. It's the one fought inside your heart. Thank you so much for watching, guys. This was based on a true story. Don't forget to like, share, and comment your thoughts. And until next time, stay human, stay strong. Peace out.